The present is the only time that exists. If you ask me what my purpose in life is right now, if you ask me what my purpose, ask me what my purpose in life is. My purpose in life is to be right here at Queen's University, speaking in front of students that are participating in the JA program. That is my purpose in life. Because we are in the moment. We are in the moment. That is my moment. That's it. Nothing counts. Stay in the moment. And this book, The Power of Now, is probably one of the most fascinating books you could read that could help you focus in the moment. And you, my friend, what is your name? What is your name? What is your name? Lloyd? Lloyd is going to be giving to one of your lucky ones one of his books. Power of Now. Okay? So, okay? So Lloyd could transact. So guys, I'm going quickly. They're big concepts. Would you agree with me? They're big concepts. They're not easily understood in one 30-minute discussion. But I want to introduce them so that I could create an awareness in your life so that that awareness can help you discover what? Your passion. Okay? So, now, ambition. You're all ambitious. If you weren't ambitious, you wouldn't be here. Okay? If you weren't ambitious, you wouldn't be here. I can assure you, you're ambitious. Your ambition is a natural thing. But when I use the term control here, I want you to think of it as it's your ambition. It's not your mother's ambition. It's not your father's ambition. It's not your neighbor's ambition. It's your ambition. If it's anyone else's ambition, it's not your ambition. It can't be your ambition. It's got to be your ambition. Make it a controlled ambition. Controlled in this case means it's your ambition. Okay. Control, clarity of the needs and not the time frame. I'm going to pick on Matthew again. Matthew wants to be a sax player. If Matthew follows the discipline, the tools, points towards the direction of becoming a sax player, there's a clarity in there. He puts the goal out in front of him. Then the only thing he needs to worry about, is the execution. You understand what that means, the execution?
I think not.
No, you think not. Okay, so the execution of this means the following. To execute means he decided to be a sax player. He is going to put that goal out in front of him, so it's going to be in front of him. And he knows he has to practice every second day. He knows that he has to go see a teacher for a lesson. He knows that he's probably got to prepare a couple of concerts. He knows he's got to do a couple of, and he's just going to do it. In the moment, he's going to give it the best he's got. And if he just keeps on doing it, he may not know when it's going to happen, because that's a little bit out of his control. But he knows that one day, if he keeps doing it, it's going to happen. Control what you can control. Don't control what you can't control. The only thing, my dear colleagues and friends, that you can control is your action in the present moment. That's the only thing you can control. Okay? So that's that. Mentorship and coaching. If I ask you to do one thing, just one thing, it's not a big deal. Become a coach, become a mentor to someone younger or someone older if you know something that someone else doesn't know. Become one. But also seek people that can also teach you, that can also guide you. You have no idea how many people have mentored me and coached me in my life. In the tens, 50, 60, 70, 80 of them. Do that. Go out there, teach, help, but be helped. And what I'm trying to say is, when you're doing that mentorship, what you're helping someone and what someone is helping you do is to listen to your thoughts. It's hard to detach yourself from your mind and from your thoughts if you don't have someone who cares for you, with you, to what? And I'm going to leave you with this. Okay? Remember, it's about your passion. Okay? That is what's going to drive you. Okay? Remember, help each other. Remember, go for help. Remember, read. Stay in the moment. All the happiness in the world is already with us. We could look for it, but it's already in us. Okay? Have yourself a great close tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow listening to all of your presentations. Enjoy the night, and I'll take some questions. Thank you.
How we can discover a passion, and if we can force a passion, how do you find that passion?
Okay, and so that's a good question. So can I have your name, please?
Oh, I just and help on.
So okay, so discovering your passion. So you'll be giving that to somebody, of course. There you go. Okay. So look. I'm going to speak about my experience, okay? Because that's the only experience I can truly speak of. When I was 13 years old, 13, I went into many things like you probably know. There was a contest to be the king and queen of the school and all that, and I went to the contest. And I love to act, okay? And I went into the thing, and I didn't become the king because I acted, I did well, but I didn't spend enough time practicing for the final, and I lost it. I didn't understand that at that time, but I didn't spend enough time. Later on, I went into doing things on the radio, at school, and all of that. So I knew inside of me, I said, I like to do this. I like to do this acting, I like to do this broadcasting, I like to speak in public, I like that. The thing that I didn't have is I didn't have this coach or mentor that helped guide me towards saying, hey, I think you're pretty good at this stuff. Here's what you need to do to get to the next level. So there are people around you that could help you identify that passion, but more important, that could help you, guide you to what you need to do to be good at that passion and make a living out of it. Wayne Gretzky, his blessing was twofold. He had a blessing that he knew that hockey was something he enjoyed, but the second blessing, he had a dad that spent all of the time in the world with him, practicing with him. And he saw that in him. That was a blessing. But sometimes it's your dad, sometimes it's your mother, sometimes it's your friend, sometimes it's by reading a book. Sometimes it's inside of you. So that's why when I speak about awareness, don't be afraid to identify what you're doing and say, I enjoy doing this. Maybe I should ask somebody to help me out. Don't be afraid. So don't get yourself into a box. I got to become a doctor. I got to go to school and get myself a graduate degree. And listen to what you like to do and go get some help. I want to share it this way. Okay. First, I've learned that my happiness is not dependent on an accomplishment that I will get to. So if I want to save you 40 years, please don't wait to be happy so that you've achieved something. Okay? So if we put that, number one. Number two, define what you need, not what you want. Define what you need. If you need to have a family, go for it. Have a family. If you need, to explore the world and the planet because you like to travel, go for it. But define it, Devin, for you. Define your agenda. Don't be afraid of knowing yourself. Don't be afraid of putting it on the table. Because ultimately, you're your own person. And that's what you have to believe. The love comes from you. From you. The most important people that needs to love you is you. Okay? And you've got it all.